East meets West in the American League. It's the Toronto Blue Jays against the Seattle Mariners. It's Major League Baseball 2K11.
A treat today as we'll get to see A-Rod looking for some big at-bats. Safeco Field, this is the home of the Mariners. I'm Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk with me, Major League Baseball 2K Sports. Let's take a look at the starting pitcher for Seattle. Steve, how's he going to handle these Toronto bats in this game?
Well, it's southpaw on the mound today, and this one is going to have to be on top of his game. And when he's on, he's usually pretty darn good. But this is a quality lineup he's facing, which means he's going to have to really execute his pitches to get out of jams.
Chance now to check the lineup, this time for the Blue Jays. Scouting report, John. How about some picks?
Well, a center fielder that hits in the middle of the lineup and produces home runs and RBIs. Vernon Wells is the guy you want to keep an eye on here today. He has that power bat. Anytime you make a mistake, especially middle in, he'll take you out of the ballpark, and he'll win games for you with his glove and with his bat.
Alomar in the batter's box as we get ready for the first pitch. Smacked that one. He got her right up the middle. Out number one in this one. Got a chance to check out the Mariners and how they line up defensively. John, scouting anyone here?
Well, Alex Rodriguez is a guy that gets overlooked because of his huge offensive numbers, but he's a very adept fielder, has really worked hard changing positions, and he's become one of the better third basemen in baseball.
Fernandez up at the plate. Now the Blue Jays losing their last game. They ended up going 2 for 3 in the series against the Angels in Los Angeles. One out, nobody on. That one's going to be outside. Ball one. They were the victims in that last one of a shutout.
Well, they got some hits, but they couldn't figure out a way to hit with runners in scoring position.
Here's the 1-0. Short foul ball over to the right side. Oh! Pitch on the way. He watches the 1-1 pitch, takes a fastball, strike two.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
And be sure to tune in next Sunday. We'll be at Minute Maid Park to watch the Houston Astros. They'll face the visiting San Diego Padres. You can catch that game at 2 o'clock Eastern. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1.
Well, Gary, this guy has an outstanding slider. Such a tough pitch to hit. It almost needs a turn signal when he gets to the plate.
Good eye by Vernon Wells, staying away from that one, and we're even.
Okay, you talk about his slider. What makes it so tough to hit him is that the break on that pitch is so big and it's so hard, it's very tough on the hitter to center the ball.
Wells, that's going to be a foul ball. There's Wells with another foul ball. Foul ball! Good eye by Vernon Wells, staying away from that one, and we're even.
Well, looking for a bounce-back performance today. Some disappointment after last game, striking out twice.
That one swung on, it's lined, and that'll be Toronto's first hit of the game.
Well, even though there's 2 outs, you never want to think you're out of an inning. And this guy came up there and hit this ball hard somewhere. He gets on base with that solid hit, and who knows what can happen after that.
And now look back to last season in the year that Vernon Wells had. 7th in triples, 7th in home runs, and he was a hit machine last year, ranked in the top 15 in hits, showing that great eye-hand coordination to put the ball in play.
Wells is at first. Here's the pitch. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. He's teasing him just barely in the strike zone. Looks like it might break down for a ball, but it stays right there. By the time you recognize, too late to put a good swing on it, and you swing and miss.
1-1. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch. 1-1. Strike 2 with a swing and a miss on a fastball. Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. No runs at a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. So the first chance for the Mariners is coming up. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. So, Steve, what's he got in store for Seattle hitters today?
Now, this right-hander on the mound today should not have much difficulty going through this lineup. They tend not to hit the quality pitchers in the game, and he clearly is one of the best around.
Bottom half first underway, 1-0. A loss yesterday for the Mariners. They really were hoping for a sweep. Still 2-1 against the Indians. The 1-0 now. Ichiro taking the called strike. Hey, look at that last one. Not a good game for a club that's had a few of them.
Now, not the outcome they wanted, but one that they have come to expect.
One pitch. Foul ball. Ichiro, foul ball. The 1-2 on its way. And Ichiro looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count.
Hoping to try to continue some momentum off of his last game when he picked up 3 base hits. See if he can't keep it going.
Two on the way. Foul. Ichiro, foul ball. Another foul ball. Ichiro keeping this bat alive.
Well, the pitcher's got to think now, boy, what can I do to get this guy out? I just threw a great pitch on the outside part of the plate, and he just got enough of it to foul it off. Now you got to work.
That's 1 away. Now let's have a look at the lineup for the Mariners. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, the consummate leadoff hitter, and that's Ichiro Suzuki. He's a guy that'll take pitches, he'll work the pitcher, but there's none better at putting the ball in play for base hits. Hits the ball to off field, make a mistake, he will take you deep, but he's not looking to do it. All he wants to do is get on base and score runs for his team.
Nobody on base, 1 away. Here's the delivery. That one sails up and away, 1-0.
Well, the Blue Jays didn't pick and choose in 2010. They had a winning record against every division in the league. The West was no exception.
Now the 1-0 pitch.
Strike 1.
Liner towards the hole. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's 1 down here. Talking about the Blue Jays against the West, their record there, Steve, was 17-14 last year.
They played pretty well against everybody except for the Angels. 3-6 against the Angels, and that's an Angels team that can manufacture. You play close baseball against them, you have to make the plays defensively and get the big hit.
1 out, man on first. Line shot into center field. And that'll put Griffey Jr. on at first. Got a chance to check out the Blue Jays defensively around the horn. Thoughts, John? Anybody standing out?
Well, Vernon Wells' defense is very underrated. People don't understand that because of the offensive numbers he puts up, they overlook his defense. But he's just as valuable on that side of the ball as he is on the offensive side. Takes a lot of hits away from players. Still possesses, at his age, a pretty good throwing arm, too.
First pitch is a big curveball in there, 0-1.
Well, sadly for Alex Rodriguez, he has set the bar so high, consistently 35, 40 homers, 120, 130 RBIs, that when he only hits 30 homers and drives in 125 runs, people start questioning, is he done? Alex Rodriguez is far from done.
Checks his swing that time, but it's still a strike, 0-1. Here's the delivery. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball, 1-2. And I'm sure A-Rod agrees with you, John. He's not done. Look at the numbers he's putting up in the middle of that lineup. They're sensational.
No, he's not done, but compared to the standard of a guy that put up big numbers and hit over 50 home runs before, and who's getting paid close to $30 million a year, you know, the numbers seem more ordinary just because of the expectations of the money. Well, double sevens on the gun, but just an even plane going into the plate.
Springtime around Major League Baseball. Here's a look at the Blue Jays. The series with Seattle concluding on Wednesday. They'll go up against the Red Sox for a little division rivalry. Great series there. That's Friday through Monday. And then they'll have to contend with Derek Jeter as they play host to the Yankees. That series bound to be competitive. Two down. Runners at first and second. That one taken by Cameron for a strike. He had a 3 for 7 last year off the Blue Jays. Spins on a throw behind the runner. And he leaves that one alone. Mike Cameron, that patience gets the count even.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
Here's the pitch. Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2.
He looked like he was ready to swing that time at the plate, Gary, but he must have been looking for a different pitch as that fastball just paints the outside corner.
1-2 pitch coming. Strike 3. Mike Cameron swinging through it sends him out of there. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. No runs put up yet here in Seattle. 5, 6, 7 hitters to get things started. Barfield at the plate. He'll start it off here in the second. Here's the pitch. Cut on and missed, and it's 0-1. He deals. Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1. And a swing and contact made. It's going to be Griffey Jr. And that should be a single.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
I've got a moment to take a look back to last year's Toronto Blue Jays. First in home runs, first in slugging percentage. And when you look at their offense, doubles were the name of the game, ranked second in doubles in the league. That ability to end up on second base, putting themselves in scoring position as batters.
A runner on first, no outs. That's low and outside, 1-0.
Well, he had the right idea in mind, trying to get that fastball down and away. Just missed. Now let's see how he comes back with the next one.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind, 2-0. Fastball misses high, and it's 3-0.
The pitcher can't find the zone right here, but I'm still giving my hitter the green light. I think he has enough discipline to get a good pitch and try to drive it.
Comes set, 3-0 pitch, and he takes ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, he didn't want to lay it right down the middle, but he misses with this one low, and now he's walked him on 4 pitches. He's got to settle down.
Now our State Farm leaderboard, looking at the teams leading the league in slugging percentage from last year. Blue Jays #1, the Red Sox in second, in third the Yankees, the Twins fourth, and at number 5 on the list the White Sox.
Well, Gary, we're going to see sluggers in this game today, and I tell you what, they got guys who can take you out of the ballpark, but they also hit a ton of extra base hits, so they keep double plays out of order. That's why they're so successful in that category.
Has him out in front as he swings and misses, strike 1.
Apparently he's looking for something a lot harder than that four-seam fastball. I don't know what else he has because he's way out in front.
And here's a swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2. This one's grounded near third, foul. Fastball runs inside. That'll dust him off a little.
Well, when you try to establish the inside part of the plate, sometimes you hit the batter and he gets his base. That time he doesn't hit him and he sends a message.
The 1-2 pitch. Taps this one foul off to the left.
Well, you're behind in the count 1-2. All you want to do is try to stay alive and hope the pitcher makes a mistake. He didn't make a mistake on that pitch, but he got enough wood on it just to foul it off.
Here's the pitch. Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out, one away.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down and work his way out of this jam and keep the score tied.
One out with runners at first and second. Fastball just misses, 1-0.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
And a swing and contact made. It's going to be Griffey Jr. 2 down. Upcoming, the schedule for the Seattle Mariners. The series with Toronto ends Wednesday. They'll kick off a road series with the Kansas City Royals, a team that will definitely give them a competitive series. That kicks off Thursday. Following that, they face Maglio Ordonez, a series at home against the Tigers. Now their rookie catcher at the plate. Two men on and 2 men out. Here's the pitch. That's a called strike, 0-1.
Well, that's a hittable pitch right there, Gary. A fastball in the inner part of the plate, but if you're looking out over the plate, sometimes it freezes you.
Here's the pitch. Here's a slider that misses, 1-1. Checks him at second. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. No runs put up yet here in Seattle. Due up 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. Number 7 man at the plate. He'll get things started here in the home half of the second. Here's the delivery. Ball. Fastball misses low that time. 1-1. One pitch, a curve, swung out and missed. 1-2.
Well, that's a great location down in the strike zone with that curveball. And like right there, he got a swing and miss. But even if they make contact, you're going to get a grounder somewhere to your infield.
Looked like a palm ball, swung on and missed. First out.
Well, double sevens on the gun, but just an even plane going into the plate. Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
And we're going to see Martinez here. Base is empty, 1 out. A swing line to left center. And that'll put Martinez on at first now.
Let's take a look at the American League rankings from last season and check out what the Seattle Mariners did. 4th in stolen bases, 14th in doubles, and the triples numbers, well, they weren't quite what the numbers you'd want for a team, and it really shows the fact they didn't have the kind of speed necessary to take that extra base.
And Chojima settles in. Martinez on at first. Here's the delivery. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. 2 away.
Well, this ball is hit into the left center field gap, and the center fielder has priority over the left fielder. Good job taking charge. He called him off and made the play.
And Omar Vizquel to bat. Two outs and a man on first. Oh, he's running, taking off for second. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Third safe go field, no offense yet. Their number 2 spot at the plate. He'll start things off here in the 3rd inning. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Here's the 1-0. He lets the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1. Pitch on the way. Call fastball. Now the count 1-2.
He must have been looking for an off-speed pitch in that situation because the fastball looked like it surprised him.
One-two pitch coming. Tried to get him to chase the fastball away. 2-2. Now Chojima sets up. 2-2, a slider that misses. 3-2.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Here's the payoff pitch, and this is bounced foul to the left side. Strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 away. This one, letter high, still in the strike zone.
Well, he'll want that one back, Gary. You know, that pitch up in the zone, that's the one you want to swing at.
team leaders in home runs. How'd they do it last year? Well, let's take a look at our State Farm leaderboard. Blue Jays number 1, the Red Sox second, third the Yankees, White Sox fourth, and we've got the Rangers. They are fifth.
Well, a lot of times they say that power hitters can be pitched to if you pitch them carefully. The problem is with this team, they have a ton of power hitters in this lineup. Number 1 in baseball last year in the home run. And you make a mistake, and everyone in this lineup can make you pay with the long ball.
This at bat underway, 1-0 after that first pitch missed. I think he lost the feel on that slider, and it's 2-0.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Here's a slider for a called strike, 2-1.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
Here he comes. 2-1 pitch. That's called for a strike. It'll even the count at 2-2.
That's a good four-seam fastball. You establish the bottom part of the zone, then you run the heater up in the zone. A lot of time it becomes a take pitch.
And that one gets popped way up behind the plate. Tried to track that one down, but comes up empty. Line towards second. Boone. Throw to first. Gets him, and there are 2 down.
Nice, easy, soft ground ball to second. Doesn't have any trouble at all with that one, and retires him at first base.
Now a look at extra base hit leaders from last year. Brought to you by State Farm.
Well, if you're looking for 2 guys to stop at first base, these 2 guys in this game aren't the ones to do it. Seems like every time they hit the ball, they are rounding first and heading into second, at least second base. They have a ton of power. They put the ball in play. They can be dangerous.
First pitch on the way. Ball. That one sails high for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Hit in the air to left center. Ichiro will field. That'll do it as they put that one away. And a good half inning there, gone in short order in this one. No runs put up yet here in Seattle. On the base paths, number 2 in steals in the ball club. The pitch. Slider just misses. 1-0.
He's the guy on this team that they go to if they need the stolen base. He's the man.
Fastball low. 2-0.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Swing and lined up the middle, and that'll put Vizquel on first. That's going to bring Ichiro up. Now State Farm gives us a look at the hit leaders from last year. Ichiro number 1. Robinson Cano is second. Third is Adrian Beltre. Fourth spot's held by Michael Young. Fifth best, Josh Hamilton.
Well, if you want to see a lot of hits, watch these 2 guys here today. Last season, 2 of the top batters in all of baseball with the ability to get hits. And that's what these guys do. They put the ball in play. They give themselves up when they have to shorten their swing, take a more defensive stroke. But they always seem to be on base via the base hit.
And he's second on the club in runs. Trying to bunt his way on board. Misses. It's a strike.
He's getting it done all season long, Gary, and a guy they're really looking to count on.
And he lays one down here, and it's plucked off the field, and his throw gets him. One away.
Well, good teams do the little things, and that's how you move a runner up. You get squared around, you get the bunt down, and now you've got a runner in scoring position.
It's going to be Boone. He had a single in his last time up. 1 on, 1 out. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
He's painting the black away with that fastball, Gary, hitting his spots and with great velocity.
On the way. Tried to get him to go after the slider. 1-1.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. He'll take that one. Strike 3 called on the pound ball for the second out. Take a look at the RBI leaders last year, courtesy of State Farm. There's a look at Rodriguez. He's second. Jose Bautista third. Number 1, Miguel Cabrera.
Well, it takes a special mentality to hit in the middle of the lineup and be a run producer. A lot of guys can do it. Some guys can't handle the pressure. Well, this guy right here can handle the pressure, and he seems to relish in it. He loves those big opportunities to hit with runners in scoring position, and he delivers with a ton of RBIs.
First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Well, it's a quality fastball right there, just pounding the strike zone down and away. He had no chance to put that one in play.
Oh, 1 is a slider for a called strike.
Well, you see the breaking ball on the inside part of the plate, tying up the hitter. That's a pitcher's pitch. All you can do is hope to foul that one off.
Swung on, that is hit. Fernandez. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. So they pick up a hit but leave a man at second and fail to score. The Mariners still looking for a run. Things will start getting a little more difficult as we look to the third man to lead it off. And it's Vernon Wells at the plate. Team leader in both average and ribbies. And Wells settles in. First pitch. Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1. Here it comes. Swung and a fly ball. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now.
And now look back to last season in the year that Vernon Wells had. 4th in doubles, 7th in triples, and the power numbers were there as he was ranked in the top 10 in home runs. And it's always nice to have a bat like that in your lineup.
And in the batter's box, it's Carter. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup.
Well, this is what you want. You've got speed on first base, tie ball game. You have to do what you can to get him in scoring position. Let's see if they get him going.
Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Look, Gary, the way this is going so far in the 4th, I mean, they do have 3 hits. So they've had a couple of base runners, but I think that because they're not mounting hit after hit, they may have to put some plays on to get the runners moving.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just off the inside edge. 2-1.
Well, you saw the catcher right there setting up inside, and the pitcher just missed off the plate. Still a pretty good pitch, though.
The 2-1 pitch. That's on the black for a strike. Evens the count at 2-2.
That fastball just froze him on the inside corner. Now we're going to see where he goes. Look for something soft, possibly away.
The pitch. Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
The 3-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
Far field at the plate. He's 1 for 1 so far. Runner at first with 1 down. The first pitch. First pitch is a slider low, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. In there at the letters, evening the count at 1-1.
The location and velocity are critical in throwing the fastball. He runs his good fastball up and away right here, and it's a take pitch.
Now Jojima sets the target. Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1. Fastball on the black. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3-1.
Well, anytime you have a count 3-1 in your favor as the hitter, you're looking for a pitch in a little box in the location you want to. If he throws it in there, you better be ready and get a good hack at it.
He set the 3-1. Ooh, he tried to put all of it into that one swing and goes to a full count now, 3-2. It's fouled away.
Oh!
The 3-2 pitch. Slider swung out and missed. 2 down.
Get a chance to take a look at this slider right here, Gary. Well, the slider is his go-to pitch, and it's not surprising. You can see why. 2 strikeouts in a row on that hard break and nasty slider.
Wells is at first. He delivers. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
Slider locked him up. He's behind 0-2. Fastball is a waste pitch that time, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Slider, 2-2. He's ready. The 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be down low. 3-2.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact, but when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
And he gets in there without a throw. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. No runs put up yet here in Seattle. It's Alex Rodriguez to lead it off. Over the course of the last season, only a 179 average against the Blue Jays. Watches a fastball that's in there, 0-1.
Oh, Gary, that's a great four-seam fastball, but when you lay it down the heart of the plate, you know you're at risk for the ball getting tattooed. Unfortunately, the hitter didn't swing.
The pitch. And Rodriguez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. On the way. Rodriguez swings and misses. Count even at 1.
Well, you can tell his timing's way off after seeing him swing at that four-seamer.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that's going to be a base hit for Rodriguez. That's going to bring Mike Cameron up.
Let's take a moment here to check out the numbers A-Rod put up last year. 2nd in RBIs, 8th in home runs, and he was, of course, in the top 10 in slugging percentage. That ability to hit for extra base hits is a value to his team, and his manager loves it.
Runner on first base, nobody out. Cameron gets set. Here's the first pitch. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. Lifetime average 251 hitter off the Blue Jays. The 1-0 now. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
And that's a ball. Now Cameron, he'd like a green light here.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
The pitch. That misses ball 4. That is a guy you do not want to put on base.
He threw that one off the plate, maybe guessing that the guy had a green light 3-0, but he's got to find the strike zone again.
And the number 8 spot rolls around. A tremendous hitter. Cameron's on at first. Rodriguez at second. And here's the first one. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. As he retreats back, runner on his way to third.
Well, they followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
And we're going to see Martinez here. He singled in his last at bat. Runners at first and third, one away. First pitch, here it comes. Swings and popped it foul to the left.
Foul!
Plays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1.
We went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
The 1-1 now. And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, the hitter's got to regret that one. He missed his pitch right down the heart of the plate. Four-seam fastball. That hurts.
1-2 pitch coming. And he pops it up. Foul territory behind third. 2 away.
Well, he keeps the runners right where they are, so now he's just an out away from working his way out of danger and keeping this game tied.
And Chojima settles in. Last time up, flew out. Runners at first and third with 2 away. First pitch. And that's in there for a strike at the letters.
A good four-seam fastball right there. You have to know yourself. He didn't think he could catch up to it. Better off to take it.
And the pitch out. Nothing doing that time. Swing and a miss on a ball off the plate. Ball and 2 strikes.
The best pitch in baseball is the fastball down and away, and if you can execute it, you can be very effective. That's why he got the swing and the miss.
Oh, this Cameron. Here we go. Up the middle. Alomar. No throw. He goes in standing up. They pick up no runs on a hit, and they leave 2 on. No runs put up yet here in Seattle. Latter third of the lineup coming up. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. First pitch, a big breaker for a called strike.
Boy, good pitching, good defense. They're getting it done today, and obviously limiting this offense, keeping them off the board. Only 3 guys left on base the entire game.
Now Jojima sets the target. That one's hit well. Griffey Jr.'s there. That's 1 down. And Stewart settles in. 0 for 1 thus far. One out, bases empty. Here's the pitch. Starts him off with 1 in there for a strike.
When you throw that breaking ball, you want to throw it down in the zone to get the hitter to chase or just get the bottom of the zone for a strike. That's what he did.
Good hard slider swung on and missed. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Slider, 2 down.
Now he helped him right there with 2 strikes. He gets the slider, but he chases it out of the zone for strike 3.
And it rolls around to the top again. Not looking last time. Base is empty and 2 down. First pitch on the way. Hit up the middle. Wow, that was close. Right back up the middle. Almost got him. Yeah, with 2 down, they've got a man on board.
Well, with 2 outs and no one on base, chances of scoring a run seem pretty scarce, but they get that 2-out hit. Now they have some life.
Runner on first, 2 away. And the first pitch, back up the middle. No runs and a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. The shutout continues here at Safeco Field. End of the order, ready to do some work at the plate. And it's Vizquel batting. His team leader in RBIs and great production. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply towards the hole. 1 away. One out with Ichiro up.
And even though he's getting a little older, Ichiro's still a terror on the base pass. You got to keep your eye on him when he's out there because he'll still second and third.
First pitch on the way to Ichiro. Hit sharply down the line. And that's going to be a base hit for Ichiro. Yeah, John, you're talking about stolen bases for Ichiro. 42 last year on a team that wasn't doing much offensively.
You know, that's exactly the issue. The Mariners are going to look back at this era of Ichiro's career and wonder why did they waste all these opportunities with him on base and utilizing his speed. Looking back to last year, let's check out the season that Ichiro had. First in hits, second in stolen bases. The batting average numbers were there as he ranked in the top 10 hitters in the league, putting the ball in play, finding holes, and finding a way to get on base.
One down, runner at first. And the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing, though. Ready with a 1-0. Misses outside for ball 2.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Fastball just misses. He runs it to 3-0.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
Here's the pitch. Towards the middle. My, off the pitcher. Number 18. Not in time. Easily safe at first. And the throw is too late. He's in there, an infield single. Seattle, here's their shot right now. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Oh, and there they go. Ball. Oh, and they get that one on the out. Couldn't get the double part of it. He got him. Good pitch to throw on, Steve.
Well, he had the fastball, and it was set up in the right spot. And he had a quick release to gun down the runner.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a ball popped foul to the left side. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls off another one. Change up tough to lay off, and it's 2-2. That misses below the knees. That'll run us to the full 3-2 count.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
And a pitcher's not going to get the call on that one. That's going to be in the base on balls category.
I just let this battle get away from him, as the batter wasn't going to waste any swing on anything outside the zone.
And that'll bring A-Rod to the plate. Had a base hit his last time up.
Well, a couple guys on right now, Gary, with speed at second base. We'll see if they try to put pressure on him and try to start both runners. If they throw him out at third, they'll still have a man in scoring position.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. He's averaged .297 lifetime off Toronto. Spins, checks him at second, and he's back easily. He deals. And Rodriguez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count. The 1-1. Takes a swing, but the off-speed pitch gets by. 1-2.
Well, sometimes the pitcher's just better than the hitter, and on that particular pitch, he threw that breaking ball down the zone. He was better. So you just tip your hat to him and hope you can get him again.
And he strikes out Rodriguez on a swing and a miss. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. No runs put up yet here in Seattle. It'll be batters 2 through 4 due up next. Fernandez is the batter now. He's ready to start out here in the 6th inning. The first pitch. Lays off that one, catches the inside, calls strike 1.
Well, he's doing an outstanding job keeping this offense off the board. And Zano's had a handful of base runners so far in this one. The 4 runners left on base, but, you know, they've been able to make pitches and make plays when they needed to.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. They take care of that one.
Well, he hit this one well, but it hangs up long enough to give the left fielder just enough time to run underneath and make the catch.
1 away. Here's Vernon Wells.
Been a lot of rumors throughout the 2010 season that Vernon Wells was on the trade block. Toronto Blue Jays wanting to get rid of that contract, but Vernon put together a great year, and the Jays decided, you know what, maybe we need this guy in the middle of our lineup or we're going to compete in the American League East.
And he lays off one low, 1-0. And certainly, guys, with Vernon Wells, he's at the point in his career where he has to keep proving himself despite a great career over and over again, as everybody asks, is he at the end?
Yeah, I think getting up in age a little bit and that huge deal, I think everybody wants to see if he can play to the level of the contract. If he can, I think the Blue Jays may consider moving him.
One on the way. Sharp bite to that slider, 1-2. Now Jojima sets up. He got him. So far, 8 strikeouts today.
Good movement, 89 miles per hour. K-Cam shows it to you.
A nice choice on the setup, and then the strikeout pitch. That was just plain dirty.
Boy, you give him the off-speed stuff to finish the job, you make a hitter feel bad.
Well, movement like that, following another off-speed pitch, is so tough to adjust to. The batter had no clue which way the ball was going to break.
2 outs and nobody on. First pitch on the way. Slider just misses, 1-0.
Well, he's over the 80-pitch mark right now at this point in the game. And you know that pitching coach is keeping a close eye on him to see if he tires.
1-0 on the way. And he comes back with one in there, and it's 1-1.
Well, the pitcher going for that hole, and most hitters swing up and in. He found that strike zone with a 4-seam fastball, and he couldn't get to it.
On the way. Good spot that time. Hit that outside corner. 1-2. Drilled towards the hole, and Martinez is there to retire the side.
An outstanding effort so far in this one. 6 shutout innings, making pitches when he needs to. Defense helping him behind him. An outstanding team effort so far.
Good safe go field, no offense yet. Middle of the lineup coming along. Mike Cameron to lead it off. Cameron gets set. Here's the first pitch. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1.
It's a nice location with that fastball down in the zone. If he makes contact, it's going to be a ground ball.
The 1-1 pitch. The 1-1 pitch, and he watches that curve for strike 2. Here's the pitch. Taps this one foul off to the left. The 1-2 on its way. And he leaves that one alone. Mike Cameron, that patience gets the count even. Curveball misses and it's full. 3-2. Payoff pitch. This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. And he puts that one away. One down.
This is the first baseman's ball all the way. He takes charge and puts it away.
Rookie right fielder stands in. He flew out his last time up. One out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch. And now a check swing. They say he went around. Let's take a look at first to see if he did. Just a little too much on the swing. The strike is called. Here's the delivery. Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now. 0-2. Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball got him. 2 down.
Well, he tried to get a piece of that one and at least follow it off, but that ball up and in, he couldn't quite catch up to it. Strike 3.
And we're going to see Martinez here. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Two outs, base is empty. First pitch. There's a swing and a shot. High, deep, straightaway center field. Out of here, a home run. And the first run of the ball game. Wow, it comes with a solo home run and a 1-0 lead. Now let's take a look at how that home run affects things on the WPA chart.
Gary, looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
What they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Well, they need to still be aggressive out there and go right after it. We've seen this Mariners offense do this before. These sorts of situations are the difference between winning and losing. They got a chance to win today.
Base is empty with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch to Jojima. That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And we talk about how a hit or a home run can be critical at certain points of a ball game. You just saw one.
Now you have to wonder how long the manager is going to stick with this pitcher as he's given up the lead.
1-0 pitch, a curveball. That breaks outside. 2-0. And he takes a fastball for a strike. 2-1.
When you can spot your four-seam fastball to the outside corner, the hitter has to have balance at the plate and not pull off the ball.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Called strike right down the center. Even things at 2. Boy, that one is stung up the middle. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Well, it took a while, but our first run of the game had to happen. Seattle's out in front, 1-0. 5, 6, 7 hitters to get things started. Barfield at the plate. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And he'll step on first for out number 1.
Well, big out right there. And listen, he's on his way to a shutout right now. They've not been able to muster much against him. But this is critical time of the game. He's getting a little fatigued, and they've seen him a couple times already. He's got to make his pitch.
One out, nobody on. First pitch to him. Called strike, outer half of the plate, 0-1.
Holding them scoreless so far in this one and only allowed 4 hits, Gary, and I think a real credit to what he's been able to do. Outstanding work between the pitcher and catcher. Just a great plan of attack.
There's a ball hit deep, left center field. This ball way back. And they're happy to tie that one up. Back to an even ball game with that solo shot. Here's a graph that shows us what that solo home run means for their chances on the WPA graph.
You want to talk about coming through for your team in a critical situation. Perfect example of it right there.
You know, sometimes you get a feeling in a game, Steve, that things like this are going to happen, and you had the sense this was coming.
Well, it's not over yet, but this has been some kind of battle between these two clubs. Well, Gary, the Blue Jays find themselves in a tie game now after all of this offense. One more big hit here, and they can take the lead.
Up again now, the number 5 spot. Base is empty with 1 away. Now Jojima sets up. That catches the outer part of the plate for a strike. Oh, 1 offering for Moore. Swing and a miss, and he's behind on the count, 0-2. Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down.
Just drops that one in there. Good break on it, 83 miles per hour.
It was not a good-looking swing on that pitch.
Well, good at bat starts with good swings, and bad at bats end with bad swings. And I think he'd want that last swing back if he had the choice.
Base is empty and 2 down. First pitch on the way.
Ball.
And he takes it inside, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Called strike away, and it's even at 1.
A nice four-seamer right there. That one's clearly on the outside corner. He hit the spot.
Here's the 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch. He fouls that one off. He delivers. Stewart again fouls it off.
Well, borderline pitch right there. And I tell you, when you have a 2-2 count, the last thing you want to do is get rung up for strike 3. possibly was a ball, but he just got enough on it to foul it off to keep this at-bat going.
So they pick up a run on the home run and pull even. Tie game here in Seattle. And Omar Vizquel to lead it off. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. It's going to be Calvin Escobar on the mound as they make the pitching swap. Swung on, hit sharply to first. And out number 1 as he steps on the base. And Ichiro up.
Well, 99% of the major league players would love to hit 315, but for Ichiro Suzuki, it was a down year from his 331 career average.
One out, nobody on. First pitch on the way to Ichiro. And Escobar outside the zone for a ball. Now, John, Ichiro, it's the incredible consistency that has marked his career, both in Japan and in the U.S. And even though it dropped a little bit last year, I don't think anybody thinks he's done yet.
And he earned another defensive award as well in the outfield, a guy that impacts the game in so many different ways. I'd love to have him on my team.
To left center. That one's put away. Now 2 down. It's going to be Boone. 2 for 3 thus far. Two outs and nobody on. And the first pitch. And he watches the low pitch from Escobar. The 1-0 now. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. He watched that fastball that was in there.
Well, climbing the ladder with that 4-seam fastball, trying to get the hitter to elevate his eyes. He gets the strike on it, and the hitter doesn't pull the trigger.
The 1-1 pitch. Frozen on the changeup, and it's 1-2 now.
This is why changing speeds is so important for a pitcher. You get the hitter off balance, even more effective when it's down in the zone.
The 1-2 on its way. Yow, a little low. Got it in the dirt, but he held on. That one's going to be down low. 3-2.
That 2-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
And here's the 3-2. Refuses to go after it. Missed. Ball 4.
Well, after a long, epic battle, this at-bat ends in a walk. Are you kidding me? Someone should have got struck out or someone should have got a hit. But the hitter will take the walk.
And Griffey Jr.'s in the box.
Boy, a free pass to put the go-ahead run on first base. That's a mistake no matter what inning it is.
2 outs and a man on first. And here's the first one. And that's high for a ball. Escobar misses. Boy, Steve, you know this late in the ball game after we saw that earlier walk, that really puts some pressure on your pitcher.
Well, no question. Now he's going to have to bear down and get back in the strike zone. Don't be too fine. Work ahead in the count.
The pitch. And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fools him that time with the off-speed pitch. 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming. Don't bite at the change. 2-2.
Well, the pitcher's just trying to keep the hitter off balance by throwing that changeup. Problem is he got that pitch in enough, but luckily it was down, or else that one could have hurt him.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact.
Well, even though he had 2 hits in the last game, his team lost, but he keeps swinging a bat like this, good things are going to happen.
Well, things getting very interesting right here, Gary. We've got Alex Rodriguez up in a critical situation.
Two down. Runners at first and second. Here's Rodriguez's first look. Oh, that one in the dirt. Good play by the catcher. Kept it in front of him. Escobar with a 1-0 delivery. Called strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1.
Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
Missed with the fastball outside. 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Rodriguez swings and misses. Count even at 1.
Now 2 strikes on the hitter. They're a strike away from getting out of this jam with the game still tied.
Here it comes. Gets in front, stopped it. It's in the dirt. And now the pitch to Rodriguez. And he missed ball 4. That's going to load the bases.
Well, you know, the pitcher's really tired right now, and you have to think that his confidence is a little bit shaken. That long at bat right there, he had a chance to put the hitter away, and now he has to go from the stretch to try to keep this inning from getting out of hand.
Two outs, bases loaded. Cameron gets set. Here's the first pitch. And there's the inside pitch from Escobar.
Gary, we just saw the second walk in this inning, and you really have to start to question, is he nibbling, trying to avoid contact, or is he losing control?
One 1-0 pitch is a fastball high, 2-0. And Steve, absolutely right about those walks here. He's got himself in a jam. If he doesn't get out of it, his part of the game may be over.
Well, he's finding himself in hitters' counts, and when hitters can look for a certain pitch, they can drive it, so he's in trouble.
He looks at that fastball, called strike, 2-1.
He let that four-seam fastball go up and in the zone. It's up in his eyes. You can see it well. He just couldn't pull the trigger.
Two-one pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. Mike Cameron, he'll be looking for his pitch on the next one. 3 for 8 lifetime record against Escobar. 3-1 is a changeup that fools him. 3-2.
Big advantage for the offense now. Runner's going to get a head start here with 2 outs and a 3-2 count.
And here we go. The pitch to Cameron. Lost him. Ball 4, and that's going to force a run in.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to have quality at bats, get that pitch count up. And I tell you what, he worked this pitcher. It's going to be tough for him to get this next hitter out after working that walk on so many pitches.
Well, this is some kind of battle we're looking at right here, Gary.
And I have a feeling he's taking a real good look at the fact the bases are loaded.
Well, base hit here will give him a much-needed insurance run.
Bases are loaded with 2 down. Escobar with a pitch. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0.
I mean, listen, Gary, this was bound to happen. You walk 3 guys in an inning like this, you're going to give up some runs.
A 1-0 pitch. Can't make contact with the fastball, evens him up 1-1. And Steve, what surprises me here in this inning right now is the fact he's still in the ballgame.
He's lucky it's only 1 run so far, but this potentially got a chance to be a big inning.
Really watches one at the knees, and it's 1-2.
Velocity and location are absolutely critical. That pitch was exactly where he wanted to throw it.
The 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss, but he's headed for first. They didn't even give it a shot there. No throw. He's got the steal. Oh, and he's got it over to first base, and they get the out.
Great catching. He's earning his money behind the plate today, chasing that ball in the dirt, blocking it, and getting the runner out just in time.
That could be a great way to start the offense if you can get a runner like that on, because that's really a steal when you do. They score a run on 1 hit, and they strand a couple. The Mariners out in front now. And Bell's in the box. He'll lead it off here, inning number 8.
It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run, or he can get a rally started and potentially score a big run in a situation.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0.
Look, I think they're going to look at anything they can. If there's an inside pitch, get hit by the pitch, get on base, you're the tying run. If you can, lay down a bunt for a base hit. Hit one in the gap. Think about going for 2. Put yourself in scoring position.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Won't commit on that hard slider. Now 3-1.
Well, even though you're 3-1 in the count, you still have to be patient at the plate. Make him throw a quality pitch. If he does, be ready for it. And if you're the pitcher, you better not throw anything down the middle and hope he's taking it, because he can take you out of the yard.
Well, pitcher nibbling a little bit right here. Hitter not being overly aggressive, laying off those borderline pitches.
Alomar at the plate.
Well, late in the game right here, you look for mistakes. You look for what you can capitalize on. And that walk now is the tying run on base.
Bell's the runner at first base. First pitch, here it comes. And he lays one down here. 2 more. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning. Well, if you're going to sacrifice, that's the pitch you want. Right down the middle of the plate, and he got it.
And you need players to execute that. It's not easy when it's coming in there at 95 miles per hour.
Fernandez is batting. Flew out last time. One out, a runner on at second base. Now the first pitch. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1. Pitch on the way. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch. Just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of. That hard fastball away.
Comes set, now the 1-1. 1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2.
Now that he's established the strike zone down and in, he can elevate a pitch or go with something soft away from the hitter.
The 1-2 on its way. Ground ball up the middle. And Vizquel picks it up. On to first. That's out number 2.
Well, this is quite a showdown we have here, Gary. Vernon Wells looks very confident at the plate right now.
A career .268 hitter against the Mariners.
They're going to have to keep close tabs on that runner at second base. The pitcher's going to have to make him stop in his lead, because if he gets to third base, he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball, 1-0. Swing and a liner to right center. And he's on. That's the go-ahead run. And they bring across the tying run.
Well, a big two-out hit right there. That's his third hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
And in the batter's box, it's Carter. Whoa, it is happening now. It may be a little late, but then again, they've got momentum, Steve.
Well, we just saw right there, Gary, is a guy getting it done in the clutch. That's a prime example of big-time hitting.
It's got to be a great ball game. We've sensed it coming, and now we've got ourselves back to a tie. Two outs and a man on first. Here's the first pitch. That one is too low. Puts misses with it.
Well, hitters know those two-seam fastballs down on the way turn into ground ball out, so they lay off of it. But with two strikes, it's a pitch you have to swing at.
And here's one high and away for a ball, 2-0. In there for a strike, 2-1.
He's painting the black away with that fastball, Gary, hitting his spots and with great velocity.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side, foul. Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
He tries to get this ball to come back over the plate with that two-seamer, but it's dangerous throwing it high. You want to throw it down and away, not up and away.
3-2 on the way. Grounder, Martinez. And he'll step on first to retire the side. So they score a run, one hit, and leave a man on. Tie game here in Seattle. It'll be the bottom third of the order coming to the plate. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And the first pitch. And Escobar outside the zone for a ball.
Well, the setup man right now is over the 30 pitch mark, and I tell you, these guys are used to having quick innings and basically only pitching one inning at a time. The more pitches he throws, the better chance the opposition has of hitting him.
It's taken by Martinez inside.
A front door two-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner, though.
Escobar with the pitch. Fastball misses badly. He's in danger of losing him.
Well, that pitch just took off right there and exploded out of the pitcher's hand. Kept it just a little bit inside, though. Tough pitch to hit. Good job by the hitter to lay off.
And that's ball four, and that's going to put a runner on to maybe start an offensive inning.
That's a bad omen for a pitcher. Lead off base on ball. Sure indication of where his control is.
And Jojima settles in.
Well, they needed a little extra speed out there to cover the bases, potentially steal a base. Let's see if this added speed pays off.
Ground out victim last time through. No one out and a runner on first. Here's the first pitch. And that's high for a ball. Escobar misses. Here's the pitch. He lets the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
I don't think he likes that call, but when you're diving out over the plate, sometimes that fastball up and in doesn't look like a strike even when it is.
Pitch up. Nothing was on, though. That's off the plate and high. 3-1.
Well, you watch how the hitter reacted to that. He had thoughts about chasing that pitch, but at the last second decided to lay off of it.
And he heads down to first base. That's ball 4.
That's good plate discipline by the hitter right now. Good pitch recognition, laying off the ball out of the zone.
And it's Omar Vizquel now.
Gary, I mean, clearly having a lot of trouble finding the strike zone right here. I mean, he's doing it with smoke and mirrors right now, the fact they have not scored on him yet.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. First pitch of the AB to Vizquel. Popped way up on the infield. Escobar to field it. High pop-up. I think the umpire is going to put that infield fly rule into effect here.
And that's the time to call it, Gary. You're right. Well, it's a big first out right there, but he finds himself still in a jam, in a tie game. Going to be absolutely critical to be aggressive with the next hitter.
One out with runners at first and second. Oh, both runners on the move. Oh, and they get that one on the out. Couldn't get the double part of it. He got him. Good pitch to throw on, Steve.
Well, he had the fastball, and it was set up in the right spot, and he had a quick release to gun down the runner.
And he watches the low pitch from Escobar.
Okay, there are so many different ways to get hitters out. Velocity, the change in velocity, deception in movement. Well, his changeup gives you all of those.
Here's a spin and a throw back to second. He watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike. 2-1.
You know, as a hitter with Gary, we talk about how the quality of this guy's changeup. It's so difficult because you want to get out there and jump on that fastball. But when you do, if you bring your hands with you, you've got no chance on the changeup.
That swung on and flied to right. And that's the third out. That'll do it. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Tie game here in Seattle. The 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up.
Quite a showdown coming right here, Gary.
One of the league's best players. This is right where you want him. Last inning, he has a chance to be the go-ahead.
Gary, a bit of a stare down between these two right here, trying to get into each other's head a little bit. They know a home run changes the game.
Here's the 1-0. That's a called strike on the outer half. 1-1.
Now, Gary, I think he decided that was a pitch he needed to take as soon as it came out of his hand. Just can't handle that fastball up and away.
One on the way. And that is in there. The go-ahead run on board.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
A runner on first, no out. And the first pitch. Ball. And puts us wide that time. That'll go for a ball.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
He deals. 1-0 delivery is a fastball in there. 1-1.
Well, he missed his spot with that one and got away with it. You want to go to the corners with that four-seam fastball. He found the heart of the plate, but didn't cost him anything.
Good-looking fastball. Called the ball, though. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Fastball sails high. 3-1.
Well, this is your dream when you're in the on-deck circle before you go into the batter's box. If you can get the count to 3-1 and in your favor, you know you have the upper hand.
Comes set. The 3-1 delivery. And missed. Ball 4. That possible go-ahead run now is in scoring position.
Well, good discipline by the hitter to lay off the high pitch and take his base.
Number 9 spot at the plate again. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. First pitch. Here it comes. Grounded up the middle. Picked up. Gets one. And 2. They pull off the double play. And that one's going to be a candidate for play of the week, Steve.
Well, you talk about shifting momentum. You get the ground ball double play, and all of a sudden you're back in the dugout ready to hit. Gary, it's strength against strength right now in a critical situation. When you're looking to try to get something going, to manufacture runs, bringing in a guy who can run can be absolutely critical and beneficial.
Steve, he's got a chance here to tie things up. Crucial point of the game.
And some interesting options here for the pitcher. With 2 bases open, he doesn't have to give in to the hitter.
Well, they've made a decision here. They're going to issue the free pass.
Now, the fans don't like to see this. They pay good money to come out to the ballpark. They want to see these battles. This hitter against this pitcher. Maybe next time.
Borders is the batter. And he's looking to bring in that go-ahead run from third.
Now, with 2 outs, the infield can play back, but it's still a dangerous situation with this hitter at the plate.
And very late in the game. 2 men on, 2 men out. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws on the first. Side is retired. So they pick up no runs, 1 hit, and strand a couple. And we are still tied up in Seattle. 2-hole to get things started next.
Here you live for moments like this. This is unbelievable.
The home crowd is hoping, and this may be their final hope, maybe their best hope, a chance to win it here in the bottom half of the last inning.
Now the crowd electric right now, excited on their feet. They know 2 of the game's best going head-to-head.
Escobar with the 1-0 delivery. And this is inside. That got him pretty good.
Well, that's not where he wanted to throw that fastball. It gets away from him. That hurts. Let's see if he rubs it going down the base.
And Griffey Jr.'s in the box. And he needs to move over that go-ahead run that's at first.
He's got to do anything he can to advance this runner and get him into scoring position.
They've got the outs to work with. Runner on first. And here's the first one. And Escobar outside the zone for a ball.
You know, in a tie game, you can't hit a batter like that. Now he's the winning run on base. It could be the difference in this game.
At the belt, the 1-0. On the outside corner, 1-1. And Steve, with that hit batter, what the pitcher has to do now is just get over that in a hurry, or he's going to create more problems.
Well, he's got to get his focus back very, very quickly because, you know, listen, this run is the ultimate deciding run of the game possible.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, can't find the zone, 2-1.
Boy, anytime you bring your setup man in and you tell yourself, oh my gosh, he's up over 45 pitches, you have to think that this is not, the outcome is not going to be great.
Here's the pitch. 2-1 delivery of fastball, taken for a call, strike 2.
I think the hitter was looking for something out over the plate that he could drive. They pounded a fastball down and in for a strike.
And that's just high for a ball. Runs the count, 3-2.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a drive, deep left center. This one to Stewart. And he gets over to take care of business.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
One out, runner on at first. And now the pitch to Rodriguez.
0-1.
Called strike from Escobar. Count is 0-1.
Some guys really like the low fastball. In this situation, though, he ends up taking the pitch.
And Rodriguez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count. Good time to call for that changeup. 1-2. He delivers. And Rodriguez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count.
Well, what a great pitch right there to set the hitter up. Keeps that ball down in the strike zone. Just close enough to let the hitter think of it, but just down enough to where if he swung, he couldn't do anything with it.
Fastball is low that time. The count runs full.
Boy, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
And now the pitch to Rodriguez. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop.
Well, you just saw a great deal of plate discipline right there on the hitter. Maybe a little fatigue on the pitcher's part. They're not used to throwing that many pitches in one at bat, but the hitter wins it and gets that base on balls.
Now Mike Cameron. Chance to capitalize here for Seattle. Runners on first and second with one out. Cameron gets set. Here's the first pitch. Takes that first pitch low in the strike zone. Strike one.
Well, when you throw the fastball, that's where you want it to go. Now you can elevate a pitch next time around.
Here it comes. Swung on and fouled away. Tremendous pitch right there. Mike Cameron caught looking strike three.
Now, K-Cam's going to show us a good look at this slider.
Got him looking on a breaking ball.
A pitch that moves like that is something that is very useful to a pitcher if he's throwing it with confidence. And you can see that what a weapon that is.
They better be careful, Gary, with him on second base. He can run, and he has the ability to...
Swung on, hit, Wells to field. And that's out number 3. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Tie game in Seattle. We keep going.
The fans are on the edge of their seats, Gary. So am I.
Top half of this extra inning, and this is where these battles between hitters and pitchers become very intense.
If you talk to both of these managers, Gary, they'd say, I want this pitcher on the mound, and the other would say, I want this hitter at the plate.
Here's the 0-1 from Putz. And we saw that wild throw there. Popped him. Now he's on base.
Well, he tried to do a little dance to get out of the way of it, but wasn't able to do it. Take your base.
Fernandez is the batter. Well, he digs in here, Steve. A golden opportunity to be the hero.
And with nobody out, they need to find a way to advance the runner into scoring position.
A runner on first, no outs. The pitch. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
Gary, the go-ahead run now on first base by virtue of getting beamed by that pitch we just saw.
Here's the pitch. Good hard splitter. Swung on and missed 0-2. And if you're the pitcher, Steve, in this situation, you've done major damage to your own game. Can you regroup?
Well, I think from the manager's perspective right now, you've got to watch this guy. Is he losing control, or was it just one pitch?
Hard grounded to short.
The pitcher went right at him on the 0-2 count, and he was ready for it. Nice piece of hitting. He didn't look too defensive right there.
Now here's Vernon Wells. Great offensive opportunity for him. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Now the first pitch. He's looking a little confused out there right now. He just swung at a pitch that was in the dirt. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. One away. And that will keep the runners. They have to stay at first and second. And in the batter's box, it's Carter. Grounded out his last time up. One out with runners at first and second. Wasn't very far off the bag, so he gets back easily. Runners on first and second with one out. Here's the delivery. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. And he watches this one right down the middle, 1-1. And that's taken outside for a ball, 2, 1 strike count.
Well, the setup man right now is over the 30-pitch mark, and I tell you, these guys are used to having quick innings and basically only pitching one inning at a time. The more pitches he throws, the better chance the opposition has of hitting him.
Fastball on the block. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
Got a full count now. Swings and misses on a fastball. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Second out in the inning.
Well, that's a huge out right there. Now with 2 down, they've got a legitimate chance of getting out of this inning with the game still tied. The fans are buzzing with anticipation. They understand this is a turning point in the game.
Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. Far field at the plate. He singled in his last at bat.
Well, a couple guys on right now, Gary, with speed at second base. We'll see if they try to put pressure on him and try to start both runners. If they throw him out at third, they'll still have a man in scoring position.
Here's the pitch. Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Here's a called strike on the outer half, and it's 1-2.
When you can spot your four-seam fastball to the outside corner, the hitter has to have balance at the plate and not pull off the ball.
On the way. Got him, so now they'll have their chance to win this thing with a run in the bottom half. They pick up no runs on a hit, and they leave 2 on. Tie game here in Seattle. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
The pitcher showing that he can effectively throw strikes on the inside part of the plate. The hitter now has to make an adjustment, possibly opening up for that pitch next time.
Missed with the fastball outside, and it's even at 1. That swung on, hit on the ground, and it makes it through. The winning run is on. He's going to try to stretch it.
Well, what a great swing right there. And anytime you can put yourself in scoring position with no outs, you're looking for big things to happen.
And Jojima settles in, and he is batting here late in the game in a crucial spot.
Well, you've got a base runner. You don't know if you're going to get another opportunity. The game may be on the line right here.
This is the chance at a game-winning RBI. No one out and a runner on second. The first pitch. Just missed that one for strike 1. The pitch. Too far inside. 1-1.
Well, they threw that pitch right there down and in just off the plate. Let's see if they come back with another fastball down and away.
Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. Base hit, maybe 2. They'll try to bring Reynolds home. And game over. The winning run scores, and that's a wrap.
Walk-off win for the home team, getting it done in extraordinary fashion. Everybody celebrating.
And it's time to present the Player of the Game Award. Mike Cameron. What a display.
Well, when your title after your name is designated hitter, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. That is hit. And that is what happened in this one today. He's our player of the game because he came through when his team needed him the most.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game. A lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
And that's going to do it for us here. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Take care.